Okay, so I did the animated history of Mexico, and for number one, what were some of the major contributions of knowledge these waves of people laid as the groundwork before the Aztecs? I put that the Olmecs. They built many large monuments and temples out of the limestone, and then the Zapotecs were also known for their buildings, their own writing, and then um, their engineering projects. So that laid some groundwork for the Aztecs. And then number two, they captured the slaves for human sacrifice through rituals, warfares, which was the Flower Wars, and the idea was that the god blessed them when given human blood. The Columbian Exchange was when the Eastern Hemisphere's discovery of the New World. The two worlds were very different and brought together their own animals, plants, and then majorly many diseases were brought together. And then number 5, why did the 16th century Europe perceive the New World as a barbaric and uncivilized place? I believe they perceived the New World as barbaric and uncivilized because it was just so different there. The natives, or so-called heathens, didn't practice Catholicism, or the Europeans did, and they didn't like that change, I guess. But this portrayal definitely wasn't very accurate, as the natives still were building new things and had their own military even. Number 6, where in New Spain to the north was there a similar lucrative silver mine found by the Spanish? It was found in Zacatecas and brought Mexico much wealth. This brought on the need of slaves to work the mines, and thus the transatlantic slave trade began. Number 7, who were responsible for originating and enforcing the caste system? It was the Catholics and the Spaniards, as they believed Catholicism was like more superior, and they basically tried pushing it onto everyone else, kinda. Number 8, the Lady of Guadalupe. It was important that she was portrayed as a combination of the Christian incarnation of Aztec goddess Tanansin and a native version of the Virgin Mary to symbolize the unity of the Spaniard and native races. And then for the 3 men, when the 5 people popped up, the 3 men were, one of them was Father Miguel Hidalgo, and you could tell because he had like the bald strip in between. And then Jose Maria Marielos, because he had like the headband, bandana type thing. And then Ignacio Allende, because he had sideburns. And then number 10, what was the Aztec word used to refer to themselves? And that was the Mexicas. 11, when did the Central American nations opt out of being part of the new Mexican Empire, which was in 1823? 12, the Plan de Ayala was by Mexican General Emiliano Zapata, and it was in the state Morelos, Mexico. And then in 1855, it resulted in the exile of Santa Anna. And then 13, why did France continue to be a presence and have economic interest in Mexico in the mid-19th century? This was because they saw an opportunity to bring back the Mexican Empire in order to slow the progression of the United States. 14, I think it's accurate to call the Mexican Civil War because they were all fighting among themselves for land or over their own religious beliefs being better or like trying to spread them, and it was just kind of a fight between everyone for a while. 15, I feel the conquistadors had a very large impact on the nation's history because they basically came in and burned everything, tore apart the native civilizations that they worked to create, and tried making everything how they wanted it. And I just feel like they tore apart like a lot of work that had been put in by the natives, so that was a big thing.